I fucking hate myself. I made this, and I wasn't even fucking Yes, the rankings will probably change because I can't keep my same opinion. If you don't know, Infectdoom was a little game, somewhat inspired by other games in Ultra Kill. I've mostly found it because Ultra Kill, because there's some that had Ultra Kill. And I went, I see Ultra Kill, I click, was my brain thoughts. And then I met Ultra Kill cosplayers, and while I was in a V1 epitaph. The game isn't based on Ultra Kill that much. I mean, it's just kind of inspired by it. Now I'm gonna do a tier list of the items. Piercer. It does this little cool effect when you hold. Does that? It's pretty cool. High damage. It's pretty cool. Not that much of a long cooldown either. The long cooldown is rather on when you just do one fire. Make sure to not do that and just basically do something like. I mean, that's a pretty cool little combo you could do, maybe. It's a pretty long wait to wait for, though. Though I like another weapon I use, which is basically the same thing as this. So, overall, I think the Piercer is a solid D. Actually, I think it's a solid E. It's not the best item. I would not use it that much, probably. Shotgun 16. It's pretty standard, no special. The cooldown's pretty. I think it's longer than the Piercer. I'm not sure, though it's pretty long. Bullets fly out and then you reload. It's pretty cool. Does pretty high damage though. I think it's a little cool weapon. Don't use it too up close. It doesn't go through them though, which is pretty unfortunate. I'd say that's a solid D. Embel. Need I say less? Now the weapon's pretty good. It's just that you have to wait a long time for it to reload, and that annoys me the most. Chainsaw. What the fuck is that cooldown? What the fuck is that cool? In all for such a low tiny damage on 500 HP. Though, I mean, think about it. Bosses have like a bunch of health, so they don't want it to do too much damage. It does do a lot for, like, you know, that. But honestly, because the cooldown is so long, you can maybe like nerf the damage and then make the cooldown like non-existent, maybe like 10 damage, but it like damages every like maybe to 1 second or something, maybe like less a bit. I don't know, I just want the chainsaw to be less of a terrible weapon. First off, starting with a non-melee, the Rage Stem. The Rage Stem well, if you don't know Infectdoom, Rage, there's this little Rage bar, and your Rage goes up, which happens upon getting damaged a lot, and you also get like edgy red eyes, whoa, and you get a little speed boost. Now, luckily, you sort of get damaged upon doing this because and you get a little bit of rage, like half, almost to the full. It's pretty cool. You can heal by parrying, by the way. I'd say it's a pretty cool thing, just I never use it. I don't see anybody use it. Blood daggers. This is one of the newer weapons. Damage is pretty good. Not really much of a cooldown. Can't do air combos, I think. Oh, and I had a little special that does that. I'd say Blood Daggers is a solid D. Islander. Islander's pretty cool. You become Demo Man TF2. Pretty high damage, I guess you could say. 2 hits and it goes like a, 100 HP. Pretty cool. It has a special. Basically just charge into them. It's pretty funny. I'd say it's pretty cool. It's a pretty good melee. The charge is pretty. You can charge for it for a long time too. It's a cool little item. I like it. By the way, in this tier list, I will not rank a melee weapon to A or S, so don't expect one to get up to there. B is like the highest ranking for a melee. Second Sun. It's a pretty meh sword. It has no cooldown, which is pretty cool. We love to see that. A little cool damage, I guess. The special pretty sucks. Considering the enemies will just dash away from it. You know, those little mutations. You can't attack. Well, yeah, it's pretty annoying. It's not the best sword. I mean, if you like exploding things, then sure, why not? Go ahead. But due to it being pretty, man, I'm gonna have to rate it D. Marasama. This one's pretty good. It's a pretty cool effect. High damage. It has a special too. Does pretty high damage. No cooldown. You can still attack during the cooldown. There's no cooldown for attacking. It's a pretty overall nice weapon. I'm gonna have to rate that a solid B. Dragon Slayer. This is probably gonna get to C. The damage is pretty meh, but the cooldown makes up for that because it's fucking fast as fuck. Special. I think it's actually pretty meh, so I'm gonna move it to D. Though if you want to do damage fast, I just choose Dragon Slayer, I guess. Crucible. This also does high damage, but I don't think the cooldowns... It doesn't really have much of a cooldown. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hits! It has no special, by the way. I think it's a pretty boring weapon. That I'm putting it at E. The fucking Dragon Slayer. Mirage Edge, I use this. Great for multitasking. You just do this and then fire whatever gun at the other enemy. It's pretty cool. Fun to use on bosses as well, if you want to do extra damage. The melee itself, I don't use because it sucks ass. I mean, you can still attack, it's pretty cool. I used to melee only, so yeah, damage, it's pretty good, I guess. Solid C. Yamato. Yamato's special kind of brings the Prime Serpents, and also it's annoying because I can't damage other enemies when they're in the little sphere, but the special is just it's a pretty cool melee. High damage, I guess. Also, it's pretty fast. think it's pretty cool. It's pretty OP yet annoying. Now the rebellion. It's glitchy with the fucking dummies, but I'll try. Yeah, I give up. It didn't work with the dummy. Red Queen. I'm pretty sure the special only makes you attack faster. I think that's a solid D. Not really anything cool. Resent a Rose. It's basically just the Prime Serpent's little special thing, but you can just, as a melee, you move forward, I guess. It's a pretty cool weapon. High damage. I personally never liked it though. And the cavalry area. It's basically just the Islander, but worse. However, I do have to say that it has this pretty cool mechanic. Yeah, you can do that. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if I spelled this wrong, but I don't care. I think that's a solid C, I guess. Moving on to the ranged, yeah. Pump shotgun. This is basically just shotgun 16, but with faster cooldown and better damage. I'd say it's a pretty cool weapon. It has no special. Solid, let's see. Shotgun. Shotgun, yes, shotgun. This is just the shotgun 16. Right now. Another shotgun, but cooler this time. This is the heat blast from, or rather the core eject from Ultra Kill. Pretty long cooldown. High damage. Now I would call rank this the same as the shotgun 16. However, please consider the following. You can projectile boost. Like, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'd say that's a B. Alright. Pistols. Starting off with Bony and Ivory, it's the Dante man from the Demon Make Shop. Real pretty fast damage, very cool. You can jump in the air while shooting, and which is pretty cool to go over the puddles while the puddles that will damage you while shooting the enemies. Oh yeah, by the way, before I rank it, there's also this real cool thing you can do with it. Our first A. Blue Rose. This is just the piercer at this point. Long cool. It's basically just a longer cooldown. Though faster shooting speed, I guess. Rose like a D. It's just piercer basically. Moonlight Grave, I use this. It has a faster startup than Piercer and Blue Rose. You can't just shoot while, you know, while the cooldown though. You can also do this. Which I never really use it, but you know, it's fun. So I think it's basically just, I think it deserves to go one more up because Piercer's at E, Blue Rose is at D, and the one that's similar to Blue Rose and Piercer should be at C because it's just better. Moonlight Grave. This is the last pistol I will be talking about. The Punisher. It's basically just Moonlight Grave, but fucking long ass barrel. And I'm pretty sure it explodes, I don't remember. Yeah. Explosive bullet. You can't shoot while you know, it's annoying. But you know, that's fine. Pretty mad damage, but cool. I think it's pretty cool of a weapon. It's basically just heat blast, but you know, as a pistol. Alright, now moving on to sniper rifles. Here's the Hunter Sniper. Now, contrary to popular belief, you can't actually look into the scope, so it's not really sniping, is it? You can only no-scope. That's the only thing you may do. The cooldown's pretty long. Pretty high damage, I guess. While jumping and shooting, you kind of get knocked back a bit. Which is pretty cool. Overall, I think it's basically just a shotgun 16. But as a sniper rifle instead. We're running out of space here. The last sniper rifle. There's only two. The rail sniper. This is basically just the rail cannon from Ultra Kill, except it's probably a reference to something else, and I don't know. It makes the same sounds from Ochika though. It's a pretty fast cooldown. Pretty high damage. Pretty cool weapon. Can you shoot through enemies like in Ultra Kill? Well, no. I'd say it's basically just the same thing. Now moving on to baller thing because I keep thinking about it. You get this little fucking thing. This shit has a lot fucking fast thing. No special, it's just this. Baller is an A. Yes, it's an A. Heavy rifle. This used to be OP as fuck, and you could kill literally 500 HP little enemies fast as fuck. But they nerfed it and added ammo. Now it just sucks. It's basically just the M belt, so why not just wreck it as M? I'm not gonna even use the golden AK because it's just the same thing. That's all the automatics. There's also the machine gun, but I'm gonna do heavy weapons as a category, which is now, because I ran out of my ranged weapons. Yeah. Heavy weapons. Punisher was technically a heavy weapon, but I don't care. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was a heavy weapon. I don't know. First off, I'm gonna start off with this ballista from Doom Eternal. I think it's basically just a rail cannon or rail sniper. I guess it's not really that cool. I'm gonna have to move this. I'm gonna have to move it. Ballista. Then we got the weight launcher. I asked the dev to add a rocket launcher, and this has actually added it. What the f— I mean, it's pretty good. It knocks players away, which is a bug they should fix because it's also annoying. But I do like to use it to help like players like with TS2, which is a boss who would like do a dash attack in phase 2, or basically he'll just do that one attack that blows everybody away, and using the rocket launcher to get people out of his range when he does that to help people. It's a pretty cool weapon. You can also rocket jump with it, but it's not really useful when you rocket jump. The rail Gatling. Boy, it does a pretty high amount of damage. But it's pretty cool, I guess. Pretty much, but like the heavy rifle, but better. That's all the weapons you can use. Now moving on to the arms. The grappling hook. I'll have to go into the game to use this. You can parry and shit. You can use the heat blast, it's a little projectile boost. You can do this. Use a grappling hook. It's pretty cool. Item. It's the default arm and it's free. Grappling hook is our first S item because it's fucking good. It's good. It's the only good arm. Yeah. It's pretty meh item. It's just the chainsaw, but turned into an arm. You can also hold E and it does this. Which is pretty cool. Gets rid of parrying, and I think next arm, the stunner blade arm. If it wasn't obvious to what this arm does, it stuns people. Pretty sure this also has a little special thing if you hold E. However, it gets rid of parrying, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. You can't parry. You can't parry. It's shit. It's shit. It's... If you want to stun enemies, if you like that, I mean, cool, I guess. Skull Blaster. This is basically just the arm with a cool special. And by the way, this arm is the only other arm that I would actually enjoy using, but it's not really enjoyable. It's basically the grappling hook, except you can't use a grappling hook. Now luckily you can still do the heat blast and you can actually parry, unlike Ultra Gun. It's pretty cool. It is that. I mean, it's pretty cool. It has a long cooldown though, in the arm, just like Ultra Kill. So I think, yeah, it's pretty like long cooldown. It was called something else at one point. I mean, it's pretty, it's a bee, I guess. Beowulf. I thought this being used on the first time I played, but I mean, just have it there, and I mean, it's pretty yes like that before this was added. That's what happens if you hold. This is what happens if you punch. Holding it does that. It's pretty cool. Long ass cooldown. Pretty sure that's how it's spelled, right? You can buy the same item but even though you already have it equipped for some reason. Pretty C, I guess. Prime Serpents. By the way, please add like a Sisyphus Prime item. Please. Serpents use. Yeah, it's a pretty cool item. I guess. You can't parry. You can't use the Heat Blast special. Does this though, which is the only redeeming quality that I think matters. Fun to use if you're planning on to do an arm only. Alright, the chainer. Now hear me out. Artuko, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I expect this to be like the fucking grappling hook. You press Q to like the whiplash. Nope, nope, fuck you. Because nope, you gotta do this. What the fuck is that? Can't punch while you have to that. Whoa, it's useless. It's stupid. stupid. It's a stupid item. It should just be. I feel like this item should have just been like the reverse grappling hook. It's like you can still punch and parry and do all that shit. And then Q is like the button to pull instead of like fucking like this. You can't even parry. You just pull the enemies towards you, man. What the fuck is this? This item sucks ass.